today we are going to discuss about the presentation skill. Now, I'm not talking about PPT only, okay? I'm talking about basic stuff that we need to know, especially when we are in the office and we are supposed to speak up. Okay, we are supposed to be talking to people, and that is where we find it difficult, because if we have to present an idea, or if we are in the middle of an office meet wherein we are asked to now discuss what we feel about it, sometimes when we feel tongue-tied, we're not able to speak up. That is the reason why we are covering this. Now, I'm not going to cover this the way you think that I'm going to tell you about how to make a PPT. Okay, that is not what presentation is all about. Presentation is also about presenting your ideas, or even the minutes of the meeting that you write down, and you need to now share it with people how you're supposed to. Okay, so it's a very simple, in a very easy way I have made it so it becomes easier. For instance, okay, what are the effective ways? What are the effective techniques? So we are going to discuss step by step. Okay, step by step. Like number one is connect. Now, what does this connect means? We are going to discuss it right away. All right. Now, the effective techniques of presenting, okay, or presentation skill is first connect. What do I mean by connect? Now, connect here means connecting with the audience. And there are three things that you need to keep in mind. Number one, you need to know your audience. What do I mean by know your audience? You need to know who you're presenting it to. See, you'll be different when it comes to presenting to a CEO, and different when it comes to presenting it to your team. You'll be different when you're approaching a board of directors, and you'll be different, as in the audience will be different when you're talking to your team members. Each of the audience, okay, will require different presentation skill. And that is something that we need to important. So important thing is we need to connect with the audience first. Now, when I say connect, it could be your office folks as well. It could be a meeting, okay? It could be one of those teacher meet or professors meet wherein you're discussing about how to now go about, or how to proceed further. What is the next curriculum that we are going to follow? So know your audience. If you know your audience, you'll be able to ask questions properly basis on who your audience is. Number two, you will be more prepared because you know your audience, so you know what is expected out of you as well. What's the second thing? Second thing, before you begin, is ask questions. Ask questions so you know what is that they are expecting. For instance, if you have to present upon a certain topic, you ask for the understanding of that topic initially. So you get to know where everybody stands. And then it will be easier for you to set expectation. Now, this set expectation, ladies and gentlemen, is both ways. The audience also set expectations with you when you are asking questions. And you also set expectation with the audience when you are beginning the session. So you'll be able to tell them that, keep your questions towards the end, like I just told you, and I'm going to answer each one of the questions, and also other expectation that you may have. Please do not move out of the meeting, whatever that you are thinking of. If it's a presentation, and then you have to make sure that everybody's paying attention. So you can write down that also as an expectation. If you don't want participants to ask you a question in the middle, or when you're covering a certain topic, you can set that expectation. You can set that expectation if it's a long meeting and you need to give them breaks as well. So all of that information is embedded in Connect. And this is the first initial moments, ladies and gentlemen, are very crucial, because this is what tell them how professional you are, number one, and how serious you are about this session. So connect with your audience. And this is when you connect, you'll be able to reap the benefits throughout the session. See, if you don't connect with your audience, then it gets very difficult. Here's one other tip. Use the name. It always resonates better when you call someone with their name instead of just calling them sirs and ma'am. Okay? Now, what's the second point? So after connect, what are you going to do?